Hello, welcome to this week's Tangy Take Thursdays. Today, it is a nice, cool Wednesday morning. I'm here in the Ebenwood HQ chill zone. Got a little bit of coffee, got some takes. Let's get into it. Take number one this week is from Anonymous. Ben's team is winning the league. He has a lot of depth. Gunner giving away a free player didn't help. Now, to this anonymous person, I fully agree. And I'm also going to build off of that. If Ben's team doesn't win the league with all of these players he's accumulated, I don't know. I think that just goes to show he really sucks at fantasy football and actually should quit. If you can't win with a team that's that stacked, what are you even doing in this league? And I hear that this isn't even the first time he's had a really stacked team that didn't end up getting him a ring in the end. So this could just be, par for the course for Ben, getting a bunch of really good players for not giving up much, having a bunch of depth. Let's be real. Odds are he's at least minimum making the playoffs. But I don't know about winning the league. I kind of really want to see him not win the league just because of the shenanigans that have happened so far this year. Take number two comes from Anonymous as well. Casey's team is going to miss the playoffs. I agree with this take. I think most of us have been calling it out. Casey's team has a very low points for. At least he did. I haven't looked at it, if I'm being totally honest, in a little bit. He has been riding quite a few lucky weeks, but he has racked up, I think, like the 5 wins at this point. So there's a very real chance that if he keeps falling down after his players got hurt on this trajectory, he could be maybe a 500-ish team going into the playoffs. And yeah, if he doesn't beef up his points for by then, I think last year only one 500 team made it in, and we all know that was off of a stat correction. So that's how tight the points for actually were / wins to get into the playoffs. So Casey's team missing the playoffs, I think that's a totally rational take that could actually happen. Take number 4 is brought to you by Casey.
Oh no!
Yeah, look, you lost 2 wide receivers. You lost Shaheed and Ayuk, but a lot of other people lost players just as well. McNasty lost a running back, and their wide receiver won. Eric, I think he's basically just lost his whole lineup from top to bottom at this point. So losing the 2 people, Casey, yeah, it sucks. But I don't think those 2 people were the reason why you were winning those games anyway. So it's kind of one of those things where you even said it yourself. Ayuk getting hurt, kind of a blessing in disguise. You felt like you had to play him, but he wasn't producing. Shaheed, yeah, that one also sucks. He was actually looking pretty decent. Gunner's real NFL team threw us for a loop at the beginning of the season. We thought the Saints were just going to be like a powerhouse team, but after a few injuries here or there, Shaheed, Derek Carr, they're not looking so good anymore. So who knows how Shaheed would still be playing had he not gotten injured. But I guess it could go either way. But either way, Casey, yeah, losing those 2 wide receivers, especially in your team, does suck. But at least you got the wins early in the season to kind of help carry you through maybe a couple of these injuries. Although I think Ayuk is for sure out for the season. I don't know about Shaheed. So maybe one comes back, maybe not. But you got the 5 wins and you got the 5 wins, which better than Gunner's team with no wins. So take 4 this week comes to us from Jeremy Siski. Eric has a shot to make the playoffs. Lots of guys are coming back from injury. Oh, sorry, I added the from injury. Lots of guys are coming back. Before I started recording this week, I did take a peek at Eric's team, and he does have a couple of people coming back from injury. CMC and Puka. So, he gets a good wide receiver back. Cup is going to be back too, which is going to help Puka. So there's a very real chance that once they come back, Eric's team actually does start putting up quite a bit of points for. Now, this is all predicated on CMC still being, the 20 point per week player. Puka Nacua being, like a high teens type player. Our last thing was Casey on the down. Eric could be on the up. There are a couple people sort of in that playoff contention that might fall down a little bit more before then. Myself could be possibly even considered one of them. There's Scott's team that, hey, it's been getting wins. I can't deny it. I think he's up there in second place now at this point. It's crazy, but there's still chance. I do think the people that are kind of in the top are pretty decently matched. But I mean, Eric's healthy team with his people he currently has rostered. Who knows, Eric? It's there for you to take. Hopefully, your guys come back and can perform well and make your season definitely better on the back end to kind of make up for the miserable it was on the front end. So that was the takes this week. Next week, we're probably going to do more. I didn't personally think of a take this week. Mainly it's just because, I just want to make fun of Gunner again.
What? What an idiot! Oh, what a loser! Good. More for Ben and Ben.
And I don't think that is the right thing to do. I already hammered on him last week. I do still think that trade, barely called the trade. There is a chance that maybe I look into personal collusion by hiring a PI of some sort. So that's also a thing. But we are over halfway through the season now. So I'm still pretty pumped at how tight the whole pack is. 1 week win or loss doesn't feel that you're dropped completely out. Everyone is still very, very close. Sean's team has a ridiculous amount of points for. He gets 1 or 2 more wins. He goes from 8th all the way up to 2nd in a matter of just that. So I love how tight everything is. Very, very tight butthole situation we got going on. And let's have a great week this week. Good luck to everyone. Hopefully not too many more teams get injuries. I think we're pretty... there were 1 or 2 big injuries. Unfortunately, both of them, I think, were the Buccaneers wide receivers this past week. So good luck to everyone. Stay injury-free, and let's have some fun. See you next week.
De bola do Tiquinho para a corrida lá no meio da Vadeir, em cima do Idemar, pode mandar o charuto daí, olho no lance. Minha Nossa Senhora!